Hot water pressure washers are ideal for cleaning heavily soiled surfaces. They help you get the job done quicker and more efficiently than a cold water pressure washer. This video will show you the proper startup, operation, and shutdown procedure for a gas-powered hot water pressure washer. As with all gas-powered pressure washers, always operate them in a well-ventilated area. Always wear safety goggles and closed-toe shoes, and protect yourself from the possibility of direct spray. Do not come in contact with the engine, muffler, or heat exchanger. Make sure the pressure washer is on a flat surface and the brake is locked. Check the pump oil and engine oil level before each use. Use 85 octane gas for the engine and either number 1 or number 2 diesel fuel or kerosene for the burner supply tank. Connect a garden hose to the pressure washer and the other end to your water supply. A 20 to 40 psi inlet pressure supply is required. Next, connect the male end of the high pressure hose that comes with the unit into the coil outlet on the pressure washer. Be sure the trigger gun is in the locked off position. Turn on the water and move the trigger gun lock to the on position. Squeeze the trigger on the gun to purge the system of excess air before starting the unit. Now you are ready to start the pressure washer. Turn the engine switch on and the gas lever on. Slide the choke lever to the open position and the throttle lever to the left, or the full throttle position. Make sure the burner switch is in the off position. Holding the gun assembly firmly in your hand, point it in a safe direction and squeeze the trigger to release the pressure. Failure to release the pressure will make it impossible to start the engine. Pull the recoil on the engine. The engine should start on the first or second pull. When the engine starts, release the trigger gun and close the choke. At this point, the unit is operating as a cold water pressure washer. It is important that you make sure the pressure washer never runs in the bypass mode for more than 2 minutes. To operate as a hot water pressure washer, move the burner switch to the on position. On initial startup, water will begin heating in approximately 20 seconds and will reach maximum temperature in approximately 2.5 minutes. As you can see, hot water pressure washers have an advantage over cold water machines for specific cleaning applications. To remove oil, grease, tar, or other sticky substances, such as gum in a stadium, there is nothing better than a hot water pressure washer. For even greater cleaning power, use detergent that is specifically developed for use with your hot water pressure washer. First, put the detergent hose into the detergent container and open the detergent valve on the pressure washer. To begin drawing detergent, you must open the handle on the dual lance wand by turning it clockwise. Mighty M detergent is specifically designed to break down dirt, grease, and oils for more cleaning power than water alone. Plus, Mighty M detergent is environmentally friendly. When you are done applying detergent, turn the dual lance wand counterclockwise until closed. Close the detergent valve and rinse the surface thoroughly. When your project is complete, take time to cool down the coil of your pressure washer. Turn the burner off and squeeze the trigger for approximately 1 minute, or until the metal lance feels cool to the touch. Heated water pulls the metals out of hard water and allows them to collect on the coils, so cooling the coil is very important. Turn the engine switch to the off position. Turn the gas lever off. Turn off the water supply and pull the trigger gun to release pressure. Disconnect the high pressure hose from the unit. Disconnect the garden hose. You never need to sacrifice powerful cleaning for easy transportation with the Mighty M Hot Water Mini Trailer. Easy to tow from one job to the next, this mini trailer features a durable, powder-coated steel frame with a 1,000-pound axle. And the 4,000 psi belt drive hot water pressure washer is powerful enough to handle the toughest jobs at any location. It's always a good idea to check your oil and fuel levels before you head out to the job site, so you're ready to go when you get there. Connect the trailer with the 2-inch ball hitch and attach the safety chains. Make sure the electrical connectors are in place and the safety pin is secured. Once you arrive at the job site, park your trailer on a safe, flat surface. If you unhook the trailer from your vehicle, be sure to set the caster brake. The 50-foot high-pressure hose and 4 color-coded nozzles are secured in the locking rear storage area, and the gun and lance are safely protected and locked in place along the inside of the Mighty M trailer. Quick connect the high-pressure hose to the pressure washer, then connect it to the trigger gun. Connect a garden hose to your water source and the pressure washer inlet. Quick connect the appropriate nozzle to the end of the lance. To start the pressure washer, first make sure the water is turned on. Next, pull out the choke and turn the key. Finally, power the burner. Hot water is best for oil and grease stains on parking lots and sidewalks at commercial properties. The 12-volt Beckett burner and bottom-fired heat exchanger is guaranteed for hours of efficient and effective hot water cleaning. This trailer is rated to 65 miles per hour and is DOT approved. Pull it anywhere mobile hot water cleaning is required. Its compact design makes it a great unit for cleaning at busy locations. When you're ready to move to the next location, first shut the burner off and do one last cold water rinse for about 5 minutes. This ensures that the heating coil will cool properly, extending the life of your pressure washer. Shut off the pressure washer and trigger the gun one last time to release any trapped pressure in the hose. Disconnect all hoses. The convenient storage areas make sure all accessories are in place and secured. Mighty M mobile pressure washer trailers are rugged, convenient, and the perfect solution for on-site cleaning. Contact Mighty M and we'll help you select the best mobile pressure washer trailer package for you.
Featuring one of the many models in our series of commercial, oil-fired, gas-driven pressure cleaning systems. This series is available in a variety of configurations to meet your needs. Some of the features of this model are a quality North American made boiler. This boiler is powered by a 12-volt oil-fired burner. We feature a Kohler Command Pro 14 horsepower engine with an electric start, a quality triplex general pump with ceramic pistons. This pump provides 4,000 psi at 3.5 gallons per minute. We also feature a 250-foot hose reel, which is optional. Okay. This model features a variety of nozzles to suit your cleaning needs. Heavy-duty all-terrain tires and a rugged frame. For today's demonstration, we're feeding this pressure washer with an auxiliary water tank for remote applications. Power washing can be very dangerous. Always remember to wear your eyewear at all times when operating a power washer. Wear protective layers of clothing to protect your body, gloves, and proper footwear. Always point the power washer wand away from your body and never at any other person. For this demonstration, we're featuring a heavy-duty degreaser called Citrosolve, available from Easy-Kleen pressure systems. Always apply your degreaser cleaner prior to power washing. This gives the solvent the ability to go directly onto the surface you're cleaning. Let it sit for a bit before power washing. To begin this demonstration, we're going to use the 15-degree standard nozzle. As an optional item, we offer rotating nozzles to improve your cleaning efficiency. Demonstrate the rotating nozzle. Okay, for demonstration of cleaning the tracks, we're going to use the 0-degree nozzle. As you can see, power washing is a dirty job, but someone's got to do it. Buy an Easy-Kleen today.
Horsepower Kohler engine. It has a general pump, 3.5 gallons per minute, 4,000 psi. It has a gas engine with a diesel burner. The burner is a Wayne burner. It runs off of 12 volts, so this unit is a fully self-contained unit. It's always important before starting the job to make sure your fluids are all topped up. Check your engine oil, check your pump oil. Make sure you have gas in the gas tank. Make sure your diesel tank's full. That way when you get to the job site, you can go right to work. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, give us a call today at Easy-Kleen, 1-800-315-5533 for all your cleaning needs.
From concrete to paint prep, the SIMPSON 3700 PSI Power Shot Pressure Washer delivers professional performance for a wide range of cleaning tasks. It's powered by a Honda GX200 commercial engine with our best engine coverage, guaranteed. The industrial triplex pump features an adjustable unloader and exclusive power boost technology for higher pressure at the nozzle. The 50-foot high-pressure Moreflex hose is kink-resistant and extra flexible for easier management, and the non-marring outer jacket protects your surfaces from scuffs and marks. The 5 Pro Style Quick Connect nozzles swap easily to match your cleaning application, and all included accessories store right on the dashboard. It's all housed on a professional steel frame with 10-inch premium tires for easy transport across tough terrain. SIMPSON, driven by performance. The Simpson Pro Series 4000 PSI pressure washer is engineered for tough professional cleaning jobs. You can expect high performance and reliability from the fuel-efficient Honda GX270 engine with our best engine coverage guaranteed. The AAA industrial triplex pump features a durable brass head and exclusive power boost technology for higher pressure at the nozzle. The 50-foot monster hose is dual-braided steel over polyester, resisting kinks and abrasions, and it's equipped with quick connect fittings for easy management on the job. The 31-inch lance provides extended reach, with 5 corrosion-resistant nozzles that store right on the dashboard. The ergonomic rear-load spray gun features a 360-degree rotating side assist handle for optimal comfort and control. And it's all mounted on a welded steel corrosion-resistant frame with 13-inch premium tires for easy transport over tough terrain. Simpson, driven by performance. Life out here is not for the faint of heart. It's for the ones who aren't afraid to roll up their sleeves, pull up their bootstraps, and get their hands dirty. And when life gets real dirty, Simpson is standing by to take on your toughest cleanup. Simpson pressure washers are crafted with high-quality components you can rely on and practical features to make your tasks easier. In fact, whatever your piece of country needs, Simpson has a pressure washer to do the job. At the barn, in the field, and around the homestead. So when it's quitting time, you'll leave the job well done and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Because that's what life out here is all about. Simpson, driven by performance.
In shipping, the pump comes with oil, but you do need to remove the vent tape that comes on the vent cap itself. You're going to want to take that off prior to startup. You want to double check your unloader. Make sure that that's turned clockwise all the way and backed off a quarter of a turn. The pressure has already been preset at the factory. This is your unloader, and we prefer you leave it in that position at all times. This is where you hook your garden hose up to. You do have a cleanable filter behind that. You do need to check that. Make sure it doesn't get clogged. You have an oil dipstick where the engine does not come with oil. You'll need to check that daily. When you go to use this, you're going to want to pull this dipstick out and actually check the oil and make sure you have the proper level on the dipstick prior to startup. This unit does not come with a battery. You're going to need to add that 12-volt battery. It's a Group 75. The burner will not work without the battery. We have a brake that's located here. When this thing is being run, you're going to want to pull that brake, both sides, so that the unit doesn't roll away or somebody bump into it and it rolls away on you. Prior to startup, I've already uncoiled my 50-foot hose. You'll need to inspect this daily before usage to make sure that there's no wire sticking out of it or rub-throughs. Make sure you don't rub your hand across that when you check that. It'll actually stick wires in your hand. This comes with a quick coupler, which has an O-ring inside. You want to inspect that, make sure the O-ring is installed in there. Otherwise the water will leak from there, which you need to replace that O-ring. This is the other end of the hose, of course, goes to the gun, and you want to make sure that all this is clean and it's not cracked. Sometimes they'll crack up here if they get wore out, and you'll need to replace that. This will usually connect here on your hot water unit to the coupler. You'll hear it click and you know you have a good click fit. Your hose to your pump should be hooked up for clear water. At this time you want to turn your water on and make sure that you have water running out of this end of the hose without any air. Once you've purged your unit, and that's what they mean when there's water coming out of this end, then you're ready to hook your gun up. At this time you should shut the water off, and then you can turn around and couple your hose to your gun. At the same point, this one has an O-ring, just like the end of your hose, same coupler. You want to make sure that that O-ring is installed so it does not cause any damage down the road. This gun has a trigger here. If you want a guard that stops it so nobody can pull the trigger, when your unit's running, you're going to want to make sure you pull this trigger and not let that pump run for more than 3 minutes. That's the only way it cools. You have a quick connection here, which also has O-rings in it. You want to make sure that this is not loose, that is tightened up all the way. That way you don't have any water running here. When the hot water is running, from this section to this section will burn. For if you have it set at 100 degrees, this is going to be 100 degrees. You have a quick couple here, which also has an O-ring in it. You're going to want to make sure that that is in place. When you put a nozzle into this unit, you want to make sure when you pull this back that it is inserted. That is not correct. When you pull the trigger, this will become a projectile and hurt somebody, so do not aim it at anybody. You want to put that in there. You may have to turn this lightly, and that'll connect it together. Once that's all the way up, you can pull on that. You know it will not come out. As long as I didn't pull the trigger, I have no pressure there. You pull this trigger, it now is live, at which point you don't aim it at anybody or yourself. It will hurt. Again, to start the unit, I want to make sure our gas is on, which pushes the lever all the way over. It slides back and forth. This will be for the off position when you're transporting. This is on when you're going to run it. It's a cold start, so I need my choke on all the way. Key switch is over here. Put my earplugs in. And we're going to head start it. Choke down a little bit. Get it fairly warm. Pull my choke off. You want to make sure your unit's running. You're going to want to pull this trigger about every 3 minutes. You don't want to leave the unit sitting idle. So if I stop, the unit sits in idles. At least every 3 minutes you want to go and let it cool down. Otherwise there's no way for the pump to go. I'll run you through the hot water. On your heaters, there's a heat switch which turns on. This is going to turn on your fan. As soon as you turn that on, you can hear the fan running. That's where your heater on the heater control. We also have a thermostat, which you can adjust your temperature, which will go as hot as you need to be for you get into your grease, your oils, your gas, any of the type of cleanups you need. A lot of them will have difference. For gum, it's usually, I found that it works nicer around that 100 degrees. And you'll see we have 2 LED lights on the panel. This one here is to show you when we have water flow. So now if I pull this trigger, you'll see I got water flow. My thermostat light is actually coming on at the same time, showing you that the burner's running. So we have heat and we have flow. If I let go of this trigger, both of those stop working. So your burner will automatically stop anytime you pull that trigger off. If you turn your thermostat down, I'm going to turn it back on. We have a thermostat, we have flow. If I turn my thermostat down, you'll see that the thermostat light went off, but my flow light is still on until I let go of the trigger. So these lights are very important to be able to let you know if your burner's working. When you go to cool down, you'll notice we have steam coming out of the end of this nozzle. I've shut my pressure washer off. I want to shut the hot water off. I want to shut my burner down to the thermostat down to off. You're going to want to run this until you see no more steam coming out of the end of your nozzle. The steam is telling you that's hot water. So when the steam quits, that means your water's cooled down. This can take anywhere between, depends on how hot you had it, sometimes up to 3 minutes. We're going to need to make sure, if one, that your gas is on. You put your stabilizer in your gas. We're going to start the unit, and you want to run it for at least 5 minutes to make sure that you have stabilizer has gotten to the carburetor. At which point now we can shut it off. You're going to want to shut this carburetor off, make sure it's off completely. Get your switches off, your heaters off, your thermostats off. you'll need to take and disconnect your spark plug wire, which is right here in between the muffler and the air box, which you want to make sure that the engine's cooled down before doing so. By disconnecting the spark plug, the engine will not start, so that's usually the safest mode to have your engine anytime you're doing any major maintenance on it. If you're repairing the pump or anything else on it, you always want to pull the spark plug, that way nobody gets hurt. To disconnect your battery, usually it's safer to disconnect the ground first, then the positive. It's good to disconnect both sides. Then at this point we can hook up for our antifreeze. You'll need at least a 1 foot hose, a funnel, and you're going to couple that to your garden inlet. And you'll have your 1 foot hose in the funnel. You may need somebody to help you at this point. You're going to be dumping your antifreeze into that funnel that goes into the pump. I have my funnel here, I have my antifreeze. You're going to fill that up. If you either have some assistance or you'll need to do it yourself, you're going to need to come around and put your switch on. I do have the gas still off, and you're going to crank it. At which point, when you crank this, that's going to allow the pump to suck the antifreeze down and bring it through the system. You're going to need to use RV antifreeze. It shows on page 32 in your manual, explains a little bit better what I'm talking. But once you put this antifreeze in, you may need up to 2 gallons, maybe 3. You need to have antifreeze come out of the coil. So if you use RV, it's going to be a light pink. You should see that color come out of the other side of the coil. Once you have that color coming out of there, then you know you have enough antifreeze within the system to be able to last you for the winter. For non-use, you always want to roll your hose up, couple it together. That way it keeps spiders and different critters out of there. You can hang your hose up there. You'll also need to add antifreeze to your gun, at which point you can put it through this part by pulling the trigger, adding antifreeze, so that you put antifreeze in this area. This is the part that'll freeze up and break. So you need to put antifreeze in that. That'll lubricate that for the winter, and you're ready to go for winterizing.
Bring the heat to your toughest cleaning jobs with this safe, reliable Northstar electric hot water pressure washer. It delivers 2,750 psi of hot water and steam, up to 250 degrees Fahrenheit at 2.5 gallons per minute. Northstar gives you versatility, letting you adjust both the pressure and the temperature to match your project. It features an industrial rear entry spray gun and a 3-foot split lance that keeps the 50-foot high pressure hose out of your way for easy handling. Attachment options include 4 quick connect nozzles at 0, 15, 25, and 40 degree angles, as well as steam and chemical nozzles. The 30 amp 230 volt Leeson electric engine powers a direct drive cap pump that has a forged brass manifold for improved strength over cheaper aluminum, long-lasting ceramic plungers, and a sight glass that lets you quickly check pump oil. The burner fuel tank's coil assembly is fully encased in a custom-molded ceramic fiber refractory combustion chamber with low thermal conductivity and resistance to thermal shock for safer operation. Other great features include a tough 10-gauge steel frame and large 12-inch pneumatic tires to help you move around the job site. Northstar hot water pressure washers, designed for safety, reliability, and easy service, with the premium features that separate them from the rest of the pack. Even the toughest grease, grime, and oil are no match for this high-performance hot water pressure washer trailer from Northstar. This powerhouse is the ideal choice for professionals and serious do-it-yourselfers who demand premium cleaning performance. This trailer-mounted hot water pressure washer features a 200-gallon water tank washing power to job sites without electricity or running water. The commercial-grade horizontal shaft Honda GX 630V twin engine powers a direct drive cat pump with ceramic plungers and a brass manifold to deliver 4 GPM at 4,000 PSI with adjustable pressure that makes it effective on any job. The burner is capable of producing 210 degrees of hot water cleaning power. A fuel filter and water separator prevents burner ignition problems, while the diagnostic lights give you key operation information. Plus, a sight glass lets you quickly check pump oil. The rear entry spray gun with 4-foot quick connect lance keeps the hose out of the way for easy handling. It includes a 150-foot gray non-marking hose, a 5-pack of quick connect nozzles, and 2 hose reels. Get effective cleaning power wherever you need it with this trailer-mounted hot water pressure washer from Northstar.